The internet has already decided who Rory Gilmore is. According to someone, she is the ace. According to someone, she is exceptional, a girl who fell from grace, a girl who turned ordinary but was meant to be exceptional. According to someone, she is spoiled, a brat, privileged, immature, exceptional, driven, um, kind, shy, coy. These are the adjectives which we will see the people on the internet using to describe this complex character that we are going to talk about. The very first one is Rory, the perfect daughter of Lorelai. Lorelai is the rebel of her family. She decided to do everything differently. Everything her family valued, the prestige, the elite, she didn't care. She wanted to make a life of her own. She did make her life of her own. Um, Rory is her daughter. She is perfect. She is perfect on the outside. She is kind. She brings the perfect grade. She is polite. She is the small town prodigy. But the thing is that whenever convenient, she will use the Gilmore name, and when it is not convenient, then she'll use the small town charm. So both the aspect would be working in her favor. She is driven, yes, but she is also privileged. She is also cushioned by prestige of the Gilmore name. The second thing is parentification. This one was the major one as I saw this series, um, unfold. That on screen it is looking so adorable that Lola and Rory they get so well together that they share this warmth, this chemistry on screen. But slowly and slowly it starts to erode when expecting such a young child to carry a burden of emotional understanding that you need to understand and cope up with, and help your mother get through her breakups. And Lola tells Rory everything and Rory tells her mother everything, but in between this her social circle gets affected. That for a holistic development you need other kids. Like, I'm not talking about one another best friend, it's about major development of a kid. So this will later will be showcased in her 30s. um third thing is being exceptional. She is told that she is someone, that she is not ordinary, that she is meant for greatness in her life. From getting into Chilton to every Ivy school she applied, um, from the small town raising her into this extraordinary girl, from her grandparents telling that she is the one. What happens when she is faced by little resistances in her path? I think this idea gets into her mind that she really is exceptional, that exceptional is a personality trait, that excellence is a personality trait rather than a skill. Rory and her relationships. I feel like with Dean, she had this safety and validation, and she had this feeling that she was chosen. But always you can see that she used to think that she's not equivalent because he's not as academically driven that she was. And this academically driven thing, she got it from Jess. Jess is someone who is a mirror to her actual world, because he is not reflecting the prestige or the extraordinariness of Rory. He is brutal and he is complex, and he himself said that he is difficult. But we can't stop watching Jess because he is reflecting pure authenticity. even though it can be brutal. Um, Logan, Logan, being a jerk to everyone around you, but not to people who are in the same status as you are, is not being kind. And she went through all of these boys and she cheated on everyone. This is the major highlight. And I think this is because when you don't know how to deal with discomfort, you just try to get it from anywhere it is available, getting from the people who were in the past. And this not having the ability to deal with discomfort and just still jumping onto the validation that you can get is something we can see. Something is Mitchum Hansberger. I think this was the major one. Like, she's already struggling to deal with Yale, the pressure that she was facing, that she couldn't be exceptional as she was. And on top of that, Mitchum says that she doesn't have the grit, the drive to be a journalist. Mm. I feel like that point she literally melted down. She drops out of Yale. She moves to her grandma's house. And it's normal for a person who hasn't ever heard that she isn't as good as she believes to be. But the thing is that stealing a yacht, mm, leaving Yale, living with your grandparents, it's not a solution, but it did make her feel exceptional because in the DR she could excel. I think I have this theory of mine that she was with Logan during this time because he made her feel that she is the ace, that she's exceptional. Because if she would have been with this boy Marty, it wouldn't have been so exceptional and she wouldn't feel special. Um, One thing which I really, it's like my observation, one thing that I really want to share is that there's so many people out in the world who will not agree with you, not in the way, like there are many Mitchums in the world, and it is to believe that this is not your truth. Of course, you will get hurt. Of course, you will feel bad. But at the end of the day, you need to keep reminding yourself that this is not your truth. That you know your story, you know your truth. So, to let yourself move through it. I don't think you get over it, you move through it. Sixth, extraordinary to ordinary. There was a loss of this perfect path that she had chosen. I think from a young age, like I guess when she was 3 years old, she said that she wanted to be a journalist. Um, that's not how in real life it works. You are moving in a helical. Sometimes you are changing so many things. Your interest develops, your curiosity towards certain things, they outgrow, you outlive something, you outgrow of different boxes, and it is fine. But this exceptionality that she thought that would always be there for her couldn't be there when she grew up. And rather than, like, okay, to an extent she was sensitive to criticism, but not letting it devour her completely. To get through it, to get through the motion would have been better. And I feel like she kept on looking for validation to feel exceptional. That's why her negative traits, I think most of her negative traits come from this feeling of that I'll always be exceptional. I think this is all I have to talk about Rory Gilmore. Yes, she is this exceptional kid who was thought to be exceptional, but the thing is that being exceptional is not a characteristic. It isn't something that you are just simply born with. It is something that you need to develop. If you need to be good at something, you need to keep on working towards it. So I think yes, that is all from my side about this layered and complex character, Rory Gilmore. And watching this series was nice, comforting, a little bit provoking too. And yeah, I think I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, take care and